Most people believe cancer appears suddenly, like it comes out of nowhere. But according to top oncologists, that idea is misleading. Cancer is not a sudden event, it is a slow biological process that develops quietly inside the body over many years. Long before it becomes dangerous or noticeable, small cellular changes are already taking place. The human body is constantly working to repair itself. Every single day, millions of cells are replaced, damaged ones are removed, and new ones are created. But after the age of 50, this system begins to slow down. Cell repair is not as fast as it used to be. The immune response becomes less sharp. And the body's ability to detect abnormal cell growth becomes less efficient. This does not mean illness is inevitable. It means the margin for error becomes smaller. Small habits that once had little impact now start to matter much more. And this is where science becomes important. Because when doctors study long-term health patterns, they consistently find one thing. It is not only genetics or chance that shapes health outcomes. It is daily behavior. What you repeat every day becomes more powerful than what you do occasionally. And yet, most people over 50 overlook one of the simplest protective habits recommended by health experts. Not because it is difficult, but because it feels too basic to be meaningful. If something looks too simple, the brain often ignores its importance. But biology does not work on perception. It works on consistency. And there is one daily practice that quietly supports almost every system in the body linked to long-term health. A habit that does not require medication, expensive treatments, or extreme effort. Just a few minutes each day, done correctly. And that is where everything begins to change. Because once you understand how the body actually responds after 50, you realize something important. Small daily actions are not small at all. They are signals. Signals that tell the body whether to repair, or to slow down. And most people are unknowingly sending the wrong signals every single day. The habit that top cancer specialists repeatedly highlight is surprisingly simple. It is daily gentle physical movement combined with controlled breathing and exposure to natural morning light. At first, this may sound too ordinary to have any real medical significance. But inside the human body, this simple routine triggers multiple protective mechanisms at once. First, immune circulation improves. When you engage in light movements such as walking, the bloodstream becomes more active. This helps immune cells travel more efficiently throughout the body, increasing their ability to identify and remove abnormal cells early. Second, inflammation levels begin to stabilize. Chronic inflammation is one of the strongest internal factors linked to long-term disease development. Regular movement has been shown to help reduce inflammatory markers over time, especially when done consistently. Third, oxygen delivery improves at the cellular level. When the body remains inactive for long periods, oxygen distribution slows down in certain tissues. Reduced oxygen environments can allow damaged cells to survive longer than they should. Even a simple 20 to 30-minute walk each day can significantly improve oxygen flow and support internal balance. But the most important part is not intensity. It is rhythm. The body responds more strongly to repetition than occasional effort. A single intense workout does not create lasting change. But a simple habit done daily creates biological stability. And after 50, stability becomes more important than intensity. Because the body is no longer trying to build extreme performance. It is trying to maintain balance. This is why doctors often recommend habits that look too simple. Because simple habits are easier to repeat. And repetition is what allows the body's repair systems to stay active. There is also another deeper system involved. One that most people never think about. A system that depends entirely on movement to function properly. That system is the lymphatic system. And most people don't even realize it exists, until something goes wrong. The lymphatic system is one of the body's most important internal cleaning networks. It removes waste, dead cells, toxins, and abnormal cellular activity from your tissues. But unlike the heart, it has no pump of its own. It cannot push itself. It depends entirely on one thing: movement. Every time you walk, stretch, or even breathe deeply while moving, you are helping this system flow properly. But when the body stays inactive for long hours, especially in older age, this system slows down. And when it slows down, something very important begins to happen quietly inside the body. Waste materials start accumulating. Cellular debris remains in tissues longer than it should. And the body becomes less efficient at clearing out damaged or abnormal cells. This does not instantly cause disease. But it creates an internal environment where problems can develop more easily over time. And that is the part most people never think about. Not sudden illness, but slow internal buildup. Now here is where the daily habit becomes powerful. Even light movement, like a 20 to 30-minute walk, acts like a natural pump for this system. It activates lymph flow. It improves circulation. And it helps the body clean itself more efficiently. But the mistake most people make is inconsistency. They think, I walked yesterday, so it's enough. But the lymphatic system does not respond to occasional effort. It responds to repetition. Daily movement is what keeps it active. Even slow walking is enough if done regularly. Even simple stretching in the morning helps. Even light activity after meals improves flow. The key is not intensity. The key is consistency. After the age of 50, this becomes even more important because the body's natural repair speed begins to decline. Muscles weaken slightly. Metabolism slows down. And internal circulation is not as strong as before. So the body relies even more on external movement to maintain balance. This is why doctors often say something very simple. Don't stop moving. Not because movement is exercise, but because movement is medicine at this stage of life. And here is something even deeper that most people don't realize. When lymph flow improves, the immune system also becomes more efficient. Because immune cells travel through the same network. So movement indirectly strengthens the body's defense system. It is not one effect. It is a chain reaction. Better movement, better circulation, better waste removal, better immune response. And over time, this creates a healthier internal environment. But there is another important factor connected to this habit. Something that makes the effect even stronger. And that is timing. Doing this movement in the morning, especially after waking up, has a stronger biological effect. Because the body is transitioning from rest mode to active mode. And during this transition, circulation responds more quickly. Even sunlight exposure during this time helps regulate hormones and energy balance. This is why many health experts recommend simple morning walks instead of random timing throughout the day. Not because other times are useless, but because morning creates better alignment with the body's natural rhythm. And when you combine all of this together, movement, breathing, and consistency, you are not just exercising. You are supporting the body's natural maintenance system. A system that quietly works every single day to keep you stable. And when that system is supported properly, the body becomes far more resilient than most people realize. Which is why this one simple habit, often ignored, becomes so powerful after 50. Because it does not fight the body. It supports it. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more science-based health insights. And don't forget to like, share, and comment down below so we know you want more content like this.